Sleep Story: The Little Cabin Beyond the Pines. Chapter 1: The Path That Waited for No One. Good evening. Before we begin, there is nothing you need to do, nowhere to go, nothing to solve, nothing to remember. For the next little while, the world can wait. Allow your breathing to settle into its own gentle rhythm. If your eyes feel heavy, let them become heavier still. If your thoughts wander, that is perfectly fine. They will find their own quiet place before long. Tonight, we are taking a slow walk along an old forest path. It is late in the evening. The last colors of sunset have already disappeared beyond the distant hills, leaving behind a deep blue sky where the first stars quietly begin to appear. The air is cool, but never cold. A gentle breeze moves through the tall pine trees, carrying the fresh scent of cedar, soft earth, and clean mountain air. Every breath feels calm. Every step feels lighter than the one before. The path beneath your feet is smooth, covered with soft pine needles that have rested there for many quiet seasons. You can hear them whisper beneath each careful step. Somewhere in the distance, an owl calls only once before the forest becomes peaceful again. Nothing rushes here. The trees have stood patiently for hundreds of years. The stones beside the trail have watched thousands of sunsets. Even the wind seems to know there is no reason to hurry. As you continue walking, tiny lanterns begin to appear beside the path. Not electric lights, not bright lights, just small glass lanterns glowing with warm golden light. No one seems to have placed them there today. Perhaps they have always been waiting. Their gentle light stretches softly across the forest floor, making each step feel safe and welcoming. You follow the lanterns without thinking. There is no map, no destination, only the quiet invitation to keep walking. After a little while, the forest slowly opens into a peaceful clearing. In the very center stands a small wooden cabin. Its windows glow with warm amber light. A thin ribbon of smoke rises lazily from the stone chimney, disappearing into the calm night sky. The cabin seems as though it has been waiting for someone. Not just anyone, perhaps for you. Around the cabin grows a small garden filled with lavender, rosemary, and tiny white flowers whose names no longer seem important. Their soft fragrance drifts gently through the evening air. A wooden bench rests beneath an old oak tree. Its surface has been polished smooth by many quiet years. Nearby, a small stream flows over round stones, making the softest sound imaginable. Water, stone, silence, water, stone, silence. Each gentle sound arrives slowly and quietly fades away. Nothing asks for your attention. Nothing interrupts the stillness. The front door of the cabin is slightly open. A warm golden light spills softly across the wooden porch. Inside, a fireplace crackles gently, not loudly, just enough to remind you that warmth is waiting. You step onto the porch. The wooden boards give the faintest, friendliest creak beneath your feet. The sound feels familiar somehow, as though this little cabin has welcomed travelers for many generations. You rest your hand on the smooth wooden door. It feels warm, comforting, safe. Beyond the doorway, the quiet room glows with soft firelight. A large chair sits beside the fireplace. A woven blanket has been folded neatly across one arm. A small table waits beside it. Upon the table rests a single cup of steaming tea. Its gentle fragrance rises slowly into the warm air. No one is here, and somehow that feels exactly right. Outside, the forest continues its peaceful breathing. Inside, the fire quietly dances. Between those two gentle worlds, you simply arrive. There is nowhere else you need to be. Tonight, this little cabin belongs to silence, and silence, perhaps, has been waiting for you all along. Chapter 2. The quiet room beside the fire. The door opens without a sound, not because someone is waiting on the other side, but because old wood, cared for over many years, has learned to move gently. As you step inside, the warmth of the cabin quietly wraps around you. The air is filled with the comforting scent of cedar wood, soft wool blankets, and the faint sweetness of chamomile tea. The room is peaceful. Nothing shines too brightly. Nothing asks for your attention. The fire in the stone fireplace moves with slow, graceful flames, rising and falling in their own gentle rhythm. For a few quiet moments you simply stand and listen. The soft crackle of burning wood, the whisper of the wind outside, the steady rhythm of your own breathing. Together they create a quiet kind of music. The floor beneath your feet is made of wide wooden planks, smooth from countless years of gentle footsteps. Each board carries tiny marks left behind by time. None of them are imperfections. They are quiet memories. Near the fireplace rests a comfortable armchair. Its fabric is soft. Its cushions have settled into the perfect shape after many peaceful evenings. Folded neatly across one side is a thick, knitted blanket. You gently lift it. It feels warm even before you wrap it around your shoulders. The warmth is not only from the fire, it is the kind of warmth that belongs to places where life has always moved slowly. A small bookshelf stands nearby. The shelves are filled with well-loved books. Some are about forests. Some tell stories of distant mountains. Others simply hold quiet poems written long ago. None of them seem to demand to be opened. They wait patiently, as good books always do. A round clock hangs quietly on the wall. Its hands move almost silently. Tick, tick, tick. There is no hurry inside this cabin. Time seems softer here. Outside the window, the stars have become brighter. The tall pine trees sway gently beneath the moonlight. Occasionally, a few snow-white clouds drift slowly across the sky, never covering the moon for very long. The stream outside continues its gentle journey over smooth stones. Its sound reaches the cabin only as a soft whisper. You notice a small wooden table beside the chair. The cup of tea is still warm. A little steam rises slowly into the air before quietly disappearing. You take a careful sip. The tea is simple. Chamomile, a hint of honey, perhaps a touch of lavender. Its warmth spreads gently through you. There is nothing extraordinary about it, and somehow that is exactly what makes it perfect. You place the cup back onto its coaster. No sound disturbs the room. Even the fire seems to understand that tonight is a night for quiet moments. You settle into the armchair. The blanket rests comfortably across your shoulders. The chair welcomes you as though it has been expecting this peaceful evening all along. The firelight paints gentle patterns across the wooden walls. Shadows move slowly. never suddenly, never demanding attention. Outside, the wind brushes softly through the pine branches. Inside, the room feels safe, still, warm. The kind of place where every deep breath feels a little easier than the last. Perhaps somewhere beyond the cabin, the world continues to rush from one place to another. Cars travel along distant roads, cities glow beneath countless lights, people hurry through busy evenings, but none of that reaches here. This little cabin asks for only one thing: to rest, to breathe, to simply be. You lean back just a little farther. The blanket grows warmer, the fire grows softer. Your breathing becomes slower, the room becomes quieter, and somewhere, almost too softly to notice, sleep begins its gentle walk toward the cabin. Chapter 3. Moonlight on the Quiet Stream. The fire continues its gentle dance. Each small flame rises for a quiet moment, then slowly settles again. The warmth of the room surrounds you like a familiar blanket. You take another slow breath. The air feels calm, clean, comfortable. After resting for a while, your eyes wander toward the nearby window. Beyond the glass, the forest waits beneath the moonlight. The moon hangs low above the pine trees, glowing with a soft, silver light. It is not bright enough to wake the world, only bright enough to gently reveal it. Outside, the stream continues its peaceful journey. The water never rushes. It simply follows the path that nature has quietly prepared for it over countless seasons. Every small stone beneath the water has found its own resting place. Some are smooth, some are round, some sparkle softly whenever the moonlight reaches them. Tiny ripples travel across the surface. They appear, they fade, and new ones quietly take their place. The rhythm never changes. The forest seems to breathe together with the stream. A cool breeze moves through the tall branches overhead. The pine needles whisper to one another in voices too soft to understand. There is no conversation, only gentle sounds, the kind that ask nothing from you. You notice a small wooden bridge crossing the stream. It is simple, only a few wide planks supported by strong beams that have stood there for many years. The moon paints pale silver reflections across its smooth surface. No footsteps cross the bridge tonight. It rests peacefully, just as everything else does. Nearby, tiny wildflowers sleep beneath their leaves. During the day, they welcome butterflies and bees. Now they simply rest beneath the quiet sky. A single white feather drifts gently through the air. Perhaps it came from an owl, perhaps from another bird making its silent journey through the night. The feather lands softly upon the grass. The wind carries it no farther. It has found exactly where it belongs. Far above, countless stars fill the sky. Some shine brightly, others appear only for a moment before your eyes gently find another. There is no need to count them, no need to search for familiar constellations. The sky asks only that you look and breathe. The stream continues to sing its quiet song. Water over stone, water over stone. Again and again, each sound softer than the last. The air carries the fresh scent of pine, damp earth, and distant wild herbs growing somewhere beyond the trees. Everything feels balanced. Everything feels still. Inside the cabin, the firelight reflects softly against the window. For a moment, you can see both worlds at once: the peaceful room behind you and the quiet forest beyond the glass. Neither asks you to choose. Both welcome you equally. You close your eyes for just a moment. The sound of the stream remains. The whisper of the wind remains. The gentle crackle of the fire remains. Without opening your eyes, you can almost imagine yourself sitting beside the water, listening, breathing, resting. Time seems to move differently here. Minutes no longer matter. Neither do hours. Only this quiet moment exists. A peaceful moment that asks nothing from you except to let your shoulders relax, to let your breathing grow softer, and to allow the gentle sounds of the forest to carry you little by little toward a deeper sense of comfort and a quieter night.
Let's start the cycle again.